My name is Alex Kapila. I'm an actor and presenter and spoken word performer. So I've been acting for a very long time, but I did it for the fun of it, really. I did it with local community groups on an amateur basis. But I've always found that there's been a synchronicity between what I do work-wise in terms of communications and change and also acting. So a lot of the skills that I was using in terms of helping organisations and businesses come to terms with change use drama techniques. I could not tell you what it was that made me decide to go professional a few years ago. To be honest with you, I used to think professional actors were nuts. But there was just something inside of me that sort of built up over the space of a year that just meant that I wanted to give it a try and see what happened. And so I did. I gave up the daytime job and thought, well, I'll try it for a year and it will be a nice little career break and we'll see what happens. And years later, I'm still doing it. I've worked with Birmingham Rep Theatre. I worked with Sampad Arts Centre. That was a project about factory workers in Coventry. And that gave me a real passion for Coventry and understanding more about its history. I've done a couple of projects working with poets and spoken word, but I've never actually created something myself. And even though, as I say, my day job is communications, so writing is certainly a big part of that. It's very scary doing creative writing. I'm going to face a fear like this and try and write something and put it out there for people. I can't think of a more supportive environment to do it in. I'm working with a composer who I've worked with before, Sarah Saeed. The idea behind it came from a book called Happy by Darren Brown. We often see light and dark in opposition to each other, but actually dark in itself gives us the opportunity to reflect, to grow. What I'm hoping to achieve is a different kind of perspective on the relationship between light and dark. And rather than perhaps seeing darkness as a time that we need to get through as quickly as possible, appreciating it for itself.